Hi Libra, welcome to your reading. If you don't know, I am Libra, so I'm not going to say that you're going to get like special treatment or anything, but you might. So first thing I got to do is figure out how many skips I'm doing to get on the playlist. But the title of your reading is called White Light, the Full Spectrum is a Rainbow. So we're going to do 4 skips. This song is called Brighter Days by JJ Grey and Mofro. It's a live version. Okay. So, my fellow Libras, hello. The stones that I was drawn to for you are rose quartz, which is a stone of love, peace, and acceptance. Libras are all about love. We're ruled by Venus, a lot of aesthetic, a lot of love, balance, seeing things from alternate perspectives. And then this stone, I think it's a gray moonstone, so that's what I'm going to treat it as. Gemologist, help me out here. But this stone supposedly assists you in your visions, acceptance of things, nurturing, navigating change, and having ease within those changes. So again, I'm not exactly sure, but I was drawn to this one. If anybody knows, I would love to. Okay, the messages that I have for you. The main message I got was connect to the universe. You are so loved. Thumbprints, and so then I saw a thumbprint. And the thing about thumbprints and fingerprints in general is that they're all unique to you. They're all specific to you. It's all it's your fingerprint. You know, it's like the ultimate in biological signatures, other than your DNA. But after that, you know, I got an image of somebody like being finger stamped, and then I heard make your mark, leave your mark. Love is your signature. Love changes lives. So, brighter days. Because Libras do rule love, they rule partnerships, actually, the 7th house. I feel like each of us has a really, and this is humans as a whole, we all have our own way of doing things. We have, yes, we're modeled after seeing certain things, and, you know, we're modeled after the people who've shown us love, whether what it was or what it wasn't. But we're all a product of our experiences, our decisions. We're all a product of our environment, our upbringing. All of these things shape us. And so these things become your signature. These things become how you convey love to the rest of the world. And I feel like maybe you are feeling like you're disconnected. I feel like you're feeling like maybe you don't have an impact in this world. I feel like maybe you're in a dark spot. Maybe you feel alone because humans are meant to be social, and Libras again are about partnerships. But there's a difference between lonely and alone. And so if you're feeling lonely, that's why I think it's important to, again, connect to the universe, to success. Connect to the universe, and I am a big advocate of meditation. I don't do it nearly as much as I should. I've been better about it because it helps me to do things like this. But ultimately, brighter days. Oh Lord have mercy. Okay, and I'm back. I think you need to revel in some more of your successes. I think that you don't understand the impact that you've had on some people. And maybe you feel right now that you aren't really getting what you feel you deserved. You're not really seeing your hard work pay off, your hard love pay off. But first off, I want you to know that it doesn't mean that you should stop doing that. Don't ever stop loving the way that you do, especially if it's a good thing. Everyone, you know, could probably learn and tweak things a little bit better. But this is a sign. I have chills all over my body. This is a sign to me, especially with Brighter Days playing, that better things are coming. It will pay off. You will see it. And I just got this image of this person who's like, he's got a pickaxe and he's digging and digging and digging, and he looks exhausted, and he's so close to this like huge cave of diamonds, and that's what he's there digging for in the first place. And he stops right before he gets there. And it's like he gives up in just the absolute last moment when he's so close. And so that's what I believe. I believe the universe rewards unwavering faith, and unwavering faith is continuing to work even though you may not be getting what you want. Patient. Patient is to bear suffering. I believe that's what the definition is. I don't have my dictionary down here, but look up the definition of patient. Not patience. Because it's just willingly bearing suffering. And sometimes that's what love kind of feels like. Because as somebody who is, you know, really in tune with balance, who really appreciates balance, which is what we are the scales. We are actually the only astrological sign that isn't governed by like a living thing. The scales of justice. So we're always looking for justice, we're always looking for balance. And I got success and generosity out. I feel like, look at that, 2 2s. I feel like you absolutely will feel the justice and the success for your generosity. For all the things that you've given. However, sometimes we may say one thing and mean another. So my generous card is also the law of hospitality. Law of hospitality, the overall concept is that you need to not only, you know, your thoughts have to match your actions. So if you're giving, but you're resentful and you're talking bad about the people that you're giving to, it's not true hospitality. If you are, you know, you say you want to give, but you aren't, even though you can, that's kind of an imbalance. So be mindful of the thoughts that you have. Be mindful of how you genuinely feel about the love that you've given out. Because if you do give a lot of love only because you expect to get something back, you're doing it all for the wrong reason. It has to be pure, it has to be unconditional, it has to be selfless. And that's something a lot of people have a hard time exercising or doing or being. And it makes sense, it's a really cutthroat world. And as somebody who loves so hard, you've probably been in, you know, the side of things that gets cut more often than not. You've learned the Page of Swords. The little Page of Swords is like an immature little thing. He's kind of like sticking. I imagine there's someone who has like a fencing stick and they're just kind of like poking just for fun. So to me, this is like all the kindness that you've ever given, all the charity. And charity is pure. Charity, this is, if you see, it's got these little like wing, the little gold down there, that means it's a heavenly virtue. Charity, like genuinely wanting to give, genuinely wanting somebody else to benefit from what you have. And in this, it's also my Lenormand cross card that's also like a burden. Your charity has become a burden, so maybe you feel exhausted, maybe you feel like you have nothing. The song Crossroads by Millington is playing right now. It's my brother's band. Check them out. They're ska. They're awesome. The Crossroads is all about having different ways to go, different options. So maybe you need to reevaluate or reevaluate the approach you have toward loving and giving. Because it's not saying that you shouldn't be giving or loving. It's your signature, it's what you do. In any number of ways. That's the full spectrum is the rainbow, the white light, the full spectrum is the rainbow. You are the light. And there are lots of ways to love within that spectrum. Some of it's passionate, some of it's happy, some of it's kind, some of it's green generosity. And I guess it's up to you. It's part of your fate to learn that there are different kinds of love. Sometimes you gotta let it go. And sometimes the rainbow doesn't last forever. Conditions have to be perfect. Sometimes you gotta let it go. Love, peace, and acceptance. Both the stones are actually about acceptance. Soul. Now, in my deck, this is number 70. So we have 82, 62, 76, 93, and 70. And the thing about my deck, with influence, the moon in reverse on the bottom, which means something else is influencing you, or somebody else is being influenced by you. Somebody else is being influenced. And you can't see it, the moon is all about hidden things, secrets. But in my deck, soul is bigger than your spirit. Soul is like the soul of the planet. So when you, or the soul of the universe, excuse me, the soul of the universe. So when you talk, when you pray, I believe it's the soul that transcends multiple lifetimes that's listening. The universe is all one. Chaos. Number 8. Judgment for somebody else. I think that somebody else, maybe multiple somebody else's, the full spectrum. Somebody else is getting their karma. Fall in Love by Phantogram. I think somebody else is getting their karma, which means that your payout might be coming soon in the best way. Somebody else's choice was for enjoyment. Somebody else thought it would bring them abundance. But really it gave you the opportunity to look closer and reestablish your foundations. So whatever you loved and lost wasn't really a loss for you. It was a major learn. And it helped you to shift your community into something better, and whatever you left behind is still stuck there. You've experienced a full spectrum of opportunity. Your light has gotten you a lot of places, and I say light kind of loosely, but I feel like you are a beacon for people. I like to think I am. I'm not all light. It's like a mystic in reverse. It's like how a lighthouse, it goes around and around, and so sometimes it's really bright when it's on that one side, but when it comes around the back, it goes dark for a minute, and it's always on, off, on, off, on, off. Just like a Libra, balanced, on, off, on, off. So Libra, this got weird. Part of it, I feel weird because I have to be really quiet right now. So maybe I'll give us another go tomorrow. But I at least have this down, so that's good. But yeah. Judgment. It's judgment day for somebody else. It's judgment time. Somebody else has made up their mind about what they need to do to bring you success for your generosity. That's a 46. Yeah. Your work's gonna pay off. So I hope this helps. Bye.